afternoon, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. It's time for some tea, so come on in. Let me see if we're streaming yet on Facebook. I believe we might be. Everyone. Yes, we are. So good afternoon and happy Sunday. Come on in. Let's have some fun together. This is a fun show where we just check in, and then I've got a surprise for you guys. So come on in. I have a new card, brand new card deck. I just opened it, but I'm going to see how the energy is with it and possibly do some readings from that one today. So wherever you're at, tell somebody, let them know that we're here. We're ready to rock and roll. And let me just see if there's anybody. Prachetta is here. Good afternoon to you, Prachetta. Actually, I think it might be evening for you, but hello, and thank you for coming to tea this afternoon. And since you're the first one here, I think, I don't see anybody else, I will put you down first to pull a card for. How's that? If my voice will hold up. Oh, I sure will, Prachetta. I definitely will. Let's get some people in here. Share this out. Let people know we're here. Ricky and Josie just arrived. Suzanne is here. Kathy Hand just came in. Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, we got a few people here, so let's go ahead and get started. If someone would please share it to Hope. I know I usually do that, but I want to go ahead and get going here. Grace Isis, good afternoon. I didn't see you sneak in on me. So let me put your name down, Grace, for a card. Oh, I sure will. Hi, Soma. Annie just came into the room. Good afternoon, Annie 7 and Grayson. All right, let's start out the way I always like to start out, with the heart brain. I got you on the list, Kathy and Annie. I just wrote your name down. And you guys, I have a brand new deck we're going to play with today. I'm so excited. And we're still going to do the use your intuition game. So we'll do that about halfway through. All right, so hand on your heart. Let's just really focus inward. Go to Inwardville. If you read my blog, you'll know what that's all about. Go to Inwardville and just stay in there for a minute. Just feel what it's like at that place inside of you, where there's no disruptions, no distractions, nothing to pull you away from your beautiful energy. There is only love. Feel that love. Hold it in your heart to be true, because love is the only thing that's true. It is our true north. So breathe into it and release it out. I love just starting my day. I know we're in the afternoon right now, but starting my day this way, just saying to myself, I love you. You are an amazingly created spirit. You are connected in with the oneness of all that is. How beautiful. Julie Kiss. Hi, sweetheart. Thank you for joining. Christine. Hello, hello, everyone. All right. So let me see where we're going with this. I think I'm going to read the blog because it was kind of an important blog about peace. Hi, Lauren Riley. Thank you for joining. The blog is called Inwardville, and there's a quote by Alanis Morissette. Peace of mind for 5 minutes. That's what I crave. I find it fascinating sometimes, the direction my life goes in as I travel along this journey. Many times there is perfect peace when I go somewhere. Other times there is chaos. I have been asking for the lesson whenever this happens, driving myself and others crazy in so doing. Tonight, my friend Karen said, maybe there is no lesson. Maybe it just is. Interesting concept. I've always believed that everything, every experience we have is a lesson of sorts. Some lead to bigger lessons and some lead to blessings. My experience currently is showing me a bit of a turbulent side of life. For over a week now, I have encountered teenagers at grocery stores and here where I'm staying. Their energy reminds me of a blender, constantly swirling and spinning, but going nowhere. During the experience in the grocery store, it seemed no matter where I went, they were there. It reminded me of the time at Valley of Fire, when the flies would not leave me alone with their constant drone. For the last 2 nights, I have had minutes of sleep due to the incessant noise. I am a guest here, so I have really no say in the noise level. Dear angels, when things seem out of our control, the only option is to go inward to seek peace. I've been taken back to my childhood days with these happenings and trying to get away from the noise to no avail. I know this is just a metaphor for the condition of our world right now, with all its spin and chaos. It's the ego drawing my attention to it wherever I go until I start to see it differently. I've been looking with the physical eyes and hearing with the physical ears. I seek the peace that can only come when I release that and go inward where the true peace resides. Dear ones, you will surely find what you are looking for every time you look with your physical eyes. Is it the chaos that you seek? Okay, there it is. The bigger question is, why do you seek that at this point in time? What's going on inwardly that is spinning? Once you address that issue, the spinning will stop. You have to go to the source, dear ones. Trying to analyze and figure out meanings will only create more spin. Go to your inner sanctuary and just be. Allow yourself to remove all distractions that call out your name. When you are still and acknowledge the source of all that is, it will then guide you to what you are creating in your perceived outer world. You don't have to physically remove yourself from the event. You cannot find a place that will provide the peace you desire. It does not exist on your GPS. You will only reach that destination when you make the U-turn and go inward. Go be in that peaceful place. The noise you generated will then subside. Dear angels, today I promised to visit Inwardville. And I did do that today. I just took that time that I needed because seriously, I've had like 0 sleep for the last 2 nights. It's been party central with the teenagers here. And yeah, it's just really interesting to know that we bring to us something in our perceived outer world. It's always something that's going on inside that's leading to that. Okay, so, I love you too, Christine. Thank you for being here. Pat Moss, good afternoon to you. Auntie Jean says, hello, I just can't get the time right. Love you all. I love the GPS. Oh, Auntie Jean knows about me and the GPS and that general that's always giving me heck. So thank you, Pat. Thank you for that. And Lauren, you walked yesterday. Yeah, it's been like freezing here until just the last couple of days. It's still kind of chilly, but it's a good day to get out there and go for a walk. All right, so I'm just going to start and go down my list. If you're not on the list and you want a card pulled for you, just let me know that, and I will definitely get you one. I'm working with a brand new card deck, you guys. I'm excited because I just opened it. Let me grab the book. Or maybe I have the book. I don't know. I do have the book. And it is the Female Archangels by Callista. I love my Callista. I've connected with her several times, and she's done some things for us, some meditations and other things for us at Enlightened World Network. Well, Auntie Jean, for the moment. For the moment. And I'm hoping it will stay that way. We'll see. And yes, I will get you a card, darling. So Auntie Jean. And while I'm getting this all organized, just send out a message to anybody you want to tell that they need to come in and hear what the angels have to say to them. Today, the feminine archangels. Although I thought it was just going to be the female, but this deck has their male counterparts as well. And Callista does a lot of teaching about that. You know, angels are really no gender, but they do have that feminine aspect and they have a masculine aspect. So it's going to be like really interesting to see how this plays out. I will certainly pull a card for Bob. Hi, Bob. Thank you for being here. And I don't have Pat or Lauren on the list. So if you two would like a card as well, then we'll get to that. All right. So let's do this. We're starting with Prachetta. My sweet Prachetta. Let's see what the angels want you to hear today. And Navriti would love a card. Oh, please give her a hug for me. I love my Navriti. So yes, I will put her on the list. I might need to find my glasses. They have run away. There they are. Anytime I have to read, it's a real challenge lately. So let me see. Ooh, Prachetta, you got Archangel Metatron. Remember who you are. I hope you can see this because they're beautiful cards. Archangel Metatron is a very powerful energy. And it's card number 12, which I think is a real grounding energy myself. Let me just see if there's something quick that she says about Metatron. Remember who you are. You are already enlightened. You just have to remember. The gift of your divinity is already yours. You just have to remember who you are. Metatron is known as the keeper of the watch, and he's of the diamond ray, one of the highest angels. When I first met Metatron, when he came into the room where I was intimidated because I saw him as bigger than life. He really has a huge, powerful energy. So he's helping you to remember who you are, Prachetta. I love that because I see you coming into that powerful self of yours. So Archangel Metatron it is for you. And I don't know, is Prachir there with you? If Prachir's there, I'll go ahead and get his reading along with yours and Soma. Well, I'll draw one for him anyway, because I know you can tell him what it is. And two of them came out together, so I think that's supposed to be Prachir and Soma. So which one is which? Archangel Uriel is for Prachir. That's what he's telling me. Archangel Uriel, success through action. Now, if you know anything about Uriel, he is, he helps us with grounding energy, but he also, he governs what's going on Earth and connecting down into the center of Earth. So the message for Prachir is follow the ideas and impulses that are inspiring action. Be the divine architect you came here to be. So for you, Prachir, it's all about action. It's all about taking that next step, whatever that looks like for you. Just go into your heart. The number is number 8, which is abundance. So stepping into that abundance as you take inspired action. That's what I'm hearing for Prachir. Okay. Thank you for letting me know that, Prachetta, and please let him know that Archangel Uriel is working with him. So doing some grounding will help him deal with that situation. And thank you for letting us know, because I'll put his wife on our prayer list that we have going on and keep her lifted up for physical health. All right, Soma. Soma, you got Archaea Grace. And I hope you all can see these cards. They're such beautiful cards. Archaea Grace. It's kind of messy behind me, but I can take the screen off so you can see the cards better. Just don't look at the mess behind me. Okay, so Karuna is who we need to add to our prayer list. Certainly will. Okay, so this is Soma's card. Hopefully you can see that. It's just such a beautiful artistry. More flow, less hustle. Archaea Grace. I love Archaea Grace. She comes in very gentle, but don't let that fool you, because she is very strong. And so what's needed is more flow and less hustle. Flow like nature, for everything stems from you and is returned to you. All is unfolding in perfect timing and in perfect order. So feel into that, Soma, and see if that is something that that resonates with you. Every moment of my life is a miracle to savor and enjoy. Slow down. That's your message right now. Just slow down. And Auntie Jean, the name is Karuna. Prachetta, type that in. Karuna. All right. So those are the first ones. And then I go to Ricky, Rick, and Josie. Oh, how are you guys? How's everything going there in Florida? I hope you're doing well. All right, let me see. Oh, you're so welcome, Soma. So I have two that just popped out for Rick and Josie. Oh, Rick, this is you for sure. I love this. Archaea Serenity. You know, that's the name of the new angel mobile, Serenity. Archangel Serenity, weave a new story. Are y'all loving these cards? You took the day off. Awesome. Well, I hope it's a serene day and you're weaving a new story is what the angels are saying for you, Rick. Let me just see if they have any other insight for you. I'm going to the book because I just opened this deck. Seriously, just opened it and thought, well, why not? Why not dig into it and see what comes up for people? So your angel message, Rick, is change your life story, create a new chapter instead of rereading the previous one. I love that. Serenity reminds us that softness is a strength. Being soft helps us lessen our defenses so we can find balance during difficult times. Rick, you have a gentle, soft spirit. I just love being around you and being in that energy. So this makes perfect sense to me. And your blessing, thank you, fear, for showing me where I need to let light in. As I relax, all softens, for I am serenity. Find your serenity, my friend. All else will fall into place. And for our darling Josie, I got Archaea Purity. Archaea Purity, cleanse and detoxify. What a beautiful card that is. So let's see what Purity has to say to Josie. And as with any card reading I do or angel message that I give, this is going to be for more than one person. So if you're hearing one of these messages or seeing one of these angels and saying, oh, I think that angel is working with me as well, then I'm sure they are. So just take all of the messages that come through and see what resonates for you. So Archaea Purity, Archaea means the feminine aspect of the angels. Bring in the violet flame to cleanse the situation and gain greater understanding. So for you, Josie, it's working with the clearing. Something is being cleared. And the blessing is by rinsing my energy field in unconditional love, I see through the eyes of Source. So there you go, you two. I hope that resonated for you. And I really feel that you're working together on whatever that is that's being cleared. So just allow, just support each other, hold each other, and just allow that energy to be cleared away. And I'm going to Suzanne. Suzanne, let's see what we have for you, my dear. You're so welcome, Ricky. All right, Suzanne. See what the angels want you to know. Ooh, okay. This is a good one for you, Suzanne. Very interesting card. I'm just looking at the artistry of it before I even show it to you. And yeah, I see there's some blocks and some clearing to take place, Suzanne. So your card is Ancestry, Heal at the Root. Very interesting imagery in there. And there's a lot going on with the need to connect in with your biological ancestry is what I hear. Okay, let me find the card in here, 43. Heal at the root. Ancestral patterns are ready to be healed and released. That's what I was feeling, that there was something there. And it brings up something I had been wanting to share with you guys. Karen Palmer and I are meeting and having discussions about doing an ancestral clearing. There's a reason this card came up, so you all could be aware of that. We're going to do an ancestral clearing workshop and also working with your Kundalini energy to then move forward after that clearing. So that's coming up. I think we set the date. I'll have to look and see from my notes from yesterday. So your card says, rise like an angel, healing your family tree. With arms wide open, say aloud, I am part of the great tree of life, and by honoring my roots, all thrive. I love this card for you, Suzanne. I want to send you more of the message from what Callista has written about this. And I'm going to be using that. I want to put this aside because I want to be using this card when we do that ancestral clearing and generational clearing. Yeah, I know we do, Jean Lorio. We really need to do that. And Karen and I have already met to get it started. And I know I wrote down the date. I think I wrote it in my calendar. So I will find that and we'll start sharing out that information to all of you. All right, I'm going to Kathy Hand and Bob Hand. And Suzanne, I hope that you related to that card. I will send you more of what Callista wrote about it. Yeah, it is so beautiful when we're reminded that, you know, sometimes we just have to do that clearing. We just have to say, okay, I'm here in this now moment, but I've got stuff in my DNA that I just want to clear that energy and make it pure going forward in my life. And that's what it is for you. You've got new beginnings, and this is a way to help you with those new beginnings. All right. So 2 cards came out. Isn't this interesting? Every time I go to pull a card for a couple, 2 cards come out together. If I'm pulling for an individual, only 1 card wants to come out and play. So yeah, this card is powerful. At least this deck is powerful. Okay. Kathy, I'm going to do yours first because you have Archaea Mercy. What a beautiful angel. Archaea Mercy, cherish your sacredness. I just want to stay in the energy of this angel. It's just such a radiant energy going forth. So let me see what Callista has to tell us about Archaea Mercy. Cherish your sacredness. Everything in the universe is a manifestation of love, including you, dear one. Cherish and honor your sacredness. So, Kathy, I know that you're studying A Course in Miracles with us, and that's one thing that the Course helps us to understand is our sacredness, understanding that we are spirit, we are right there as the oneness of all that is. Nobody is separate. There is no separation. That's an illusion. So this journey, which supports self-appreciation and deep healing, is best enjoyed in water. So she's going to give you something to bring this forth for you. And I'll send you this because it's a little long, but it's giving you an exercise you can do to really find that sacredness within you and to honor it through water. Water is a conduit of energy. And I like to envision a waterfall when I'm doing this particular method that she's teaching, that you just honor the water clearing away anything that's less than love, anything that's not allowing you to see your sacredness. And so the blessing is with your hand on your heart, say, body, you are a living, thriving genius, a work of art, and a temple to adore. Thank you for everything you do. I love you. I honor you. You know, our body is our temple. Our soul, our spirit is inside. But this physical body that we're in, we're given this to take care of, to enjoy while we're here on this planet. So your message is to pay more attention to enjoying yourself as you and uniquely you, and enjoy everything that's entailed with that person that you came here to be. I know, Kathy, and there's something to that, right? There's a message there for you to pay attention to with the water. So I'm going to move to Bob's. Bob has Archangel Haniel. I love Haniel's energy. Trust your vibes. So Bob, this is your angel that's working with you today. Archangel Haniel. Trust your vibes. Enjoy a practice that supports you to trust your inner guidance and spark new passions. So as you feel a draw to do something new, to make a change, that's what I'm hearing, make a change, and let your intuition guide you. We're going to be doing an intuition exercise here in just a moment. Let your intuition guide you. He's an angel of the moon and has a calm, cool presence that inspires silent reflection. He's guiding you to enjoy a daily spiritual practice to discipline your mind and body to serve your inner being. So invite in Archangel Haniel for commitment, for courage of conviction, devotion, discipline, living in integrity, honoring your cycles and the moon cycles, which today is the full moon, self-reflection, and uncovering skills, talents, and gifts. You're on the verge of something that's coming forth, Bob. The blessing is I bless myself with loving kindness every time I listen, trust, and follow my guidance. So Haniel is there for you to lead you on that path, but you have to do the work too. You have to take that time to go inside and say, what is it that I'm being shown? What do I need right now in my life? And how do I get to that place? So Bob, I hope that resonated with you. There's changes coming. There's, it sounds like an excavation process to figure out what that talent, that skill, that gift is that you're going to utilize to move forward. And that's what Haniel wants you to know. I hope that resonates with you, Bob. Right, Kathy, Haniel, like your last name. It is close to hand. Yeah. All right, I'm going to do one more and then we're going to do the intuition. Hi, Tammy Fisk. We're going to do an intuition exercise like we did last week. And I love this one today. This one's really good. All right, Grace Isis, Gracie, and Tammy Fisk just came in. Hi, sweet Tammy. Thank you for being here. All right. Grace Isis, what do the angels want our sweet Gracie to know? Oh, good. Bob, I'm so glad that you resonate with that card. And find out more about that angel, Archangel Haniel. I've worked with Haniel for years, and he's really a solid presence, and he helps you to find that inside of you as well, to find that place where you just have the knowingness. You know, sometimes you just know something. You can't really explain why you know it or how you know it. But I have a feeling that's what Haniel is going to help you with, to find that knowingness. Okay. All right, sweet Auntie Jean. We'll do some protective exercises. I'll share some things with you to protect energy as you're doing that energy work. That's very important. We'll see what the angels have to say to you. You're coming up. Where are you? Yeah, you're coming up fairly soon. So we'll see what the angels say to address that. For our Gracie, you have Archangel Raguel. And it is nourish your relationships. Nourish your relationships. I think that is the most perfect card for you, my Grace. I really do. Let me see what Callista has to say about it. Your angel message from Raguel is, I am helping you to enjoy conscious, loving relationships by bringing renewed life into them. So the people that you surround yourself by, but I'm feeling more like it's more intimate relationships. I feel like it's family, biological family that they're talking about here. And let me just see if there's anything that Raguel wants to say to you. Okay, so this is good. I'll send you this, remind me, and I'll send you this message from him. There's a way for you to activate your chakras to have more of an intimate relationship with yourself as well as with others. But I really feel like this was talking about your family. And the blessing is, I love that there's freedom and movement in my relationships to grow and become even more fulfilling. They're working with you right now, Gracie, on how you interact with those that you're in relationship with, whether that is family, friends, your spiritual family, whatever it might be. You're being lifted to a higher calling with that. And I love that for you. All right. Catherine, I'll put you on the list for that, honey. All right. So I have 7 more to do, but let's do our little game that I love to play, the intuition game. So if everyone's ready, and I was hoping we'd have more people in. We had a really, really good group last week that felt into the intuition exercise that we did. But let's see how you all do with it. So if you haven't done it before, here's what happens. I'm going to hold up a card, and all the cards are the same on the back side. No, Charlie, you're not on the list. I didn't see that you asked for a card, but I will definitely put you on there. And as you all know, this is going to go more than an hour. So ever how long you can stick around, we will play the Sunday song, the Sunday Come to Meeting song, Come to the Water. That's all also on the list of to do today. And so right now, we're going to use our intuition. Now, the rule is for you not to guess. That's our human thing. That's what the brain wants to do. the brain wants to say, oh, I know, I've got the answer. No. What I want you to do is look at this card that I'm going to show you. It is the back of a card, and they all look the same. On the card, there are colors. There are words. So I want you to feel the very first thing that comes in. Don't try to figure it out. This is very important, you guys. When you're working with your intuition, you have to block out what that brain is trying to jump out and start spitting out things. Don't do that. I want you to wait. Don't even type anything in until you have paused and waited and said, what is it that I need to know? That's your question. What do I need to know? And then just allow your intuition to kick in. Allow for any color to come in. If you're seeing a color, allow for any word. There's a lot of words on this one. So just see if one of those words really speaks out to you. What's it saying? What's the energy of that word that you're feeling? So let's take a moment to breathe in first. Breathe in. And here's a quick method that I like to do to connect in with that third eye intuition energy. So as you place your hand on your heart, that brings your focus to your heart. Breathe in there. Take that deep, deep breath in. And just let it be. Just let it sit there. And then release it. And now you're going to breathe in with intention. So as you breathe into your heart, I want you to see that breath flowing out the back of you, out your spine, between your shoulder blades. See it flowing and watch it as it goes upward. And when it gets to the top of your head, to your crown chakra, it's going to make a turn, and it's going to come across the crown and stop at the third eye, the very center of your forehead, in between your eyebrows. Just let it stop there and just wait for it. Just wait. Let it open up that intuition, that beautiful third eye energy where all of your spiritual gifts reside. As you breathe, just feel it expand. Feel it going out further and further. And then come back to center. Come back to where you are. And I'm going to hold up the card. And as I said, the card is just the back of all the card deck. There's nothing special about the back of it. But what I want you to do is look through the card. Use your third eye, not your physical eyes, and use your intuition and not your brain. What is on the back of this card today? What are you feeling as you look at this card? There are words. There are colors. What do you see? If you feel that your intuition has given you something, double check it. Just ask your heart, is that right? Is that what I hear? Is that what I see? And when you feel like you have tapped in, then type in your answer. What did you see? What did you feel? I see some of you are typing in what you're getting. I love this. Just another minute for anyone that wants to share what you got intuitively. And then I'll show you this card and we will answer the question that's on the back of it. Okay, let's give 1 more minute. If there's anyone that has tapped in and you haven't shared yet, go ahead and type in what it is that you felt is on the back of this card, either colors, words. There's a lot of words on there. Empowering questions. And they are so empowering. And the thing with doing these exercises, don't be afraid that you might be wrong, because what if you're right? So, and there really is no wrong or right. It's just trying to feel the energy of what you pick up intuitively. Because as I show the card to you, I'm actually reading the back of the card myself. So I'm transmitting out that information to you. All right. Well, I don't see anyone else that's commenting. I know we have a few more people on than what ventured your answer, but let's go ahead. So some of you said purple. Yeah, spot on there. What did I see? Auntie Jean mentioned children and pink. I guess you could call one of these colors pink. And children has something to do with the message. Okay. As far as the heart and the heart beating, you're going to see when I show you what the card says that it does have to do with the heart. It has to do with how much you loved and how much you were loved. How would I want people to remember me when I'm no longer here? How do you want people to remember you? And, I think we don't stop and think about that often enough. We don't say, what am I leaving here as a legacy? What am I leaving as a footprint as I walk across this planet? How are people going to remember me? Will they remember me for the words I said, for the things I did, for the way I made them feel? So it's a really great, insightful question for us to think about. Yeah, Charlie. I won't even reply to that. So, yeah, how do you want people to remember you? That's the question. All right, so I'm going to go on with the readings while you all are answering that question. And Annie, did Annie leave? Because I know Annie usually is so spot on with her intuition. I was hoping that she would tell us what she was getting. Kathy, that's what I would want. My heart, my compassionate, caring heart. Oh, Kathy, when I think about you, that's what I think of is how loving and compassionate you are, how you just want everybody to get along and be happy and the joy of life. So, yeah, I can see that for you. Annie is here. So, Annie, let's see what the angels have for you today, sweethearts. Annie, you have Archaea Patience. I love this. Archaea Patience. Trust the process. Isn't she a beautiful angel? You know, I can't remember the artist's name that did these, but she really depicts them in such a beautiful, flowing way. And that's what I get with her for you. It's just a flow that's going on about you. Archaea Patience. And let's see what her message is to you. The angel message is like flowers that grow from seed, your desires are growing and will soon bloom. Trust the process. Marvel in the magic. And the magic is inside of you. It's what you create. And you do create magic, Annie. I know, I love this card for you. It's just so amazing that this particular card has come out. I think I need to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. It must be the flowers. There are some flowers that make me sneeze. But I thank you. I see that for you. I see that beautiful flowing energy, but also that smell of love. That's what I get from you. And having been in your physical presence, I know that it's just so amazing to sit with you and to receive that love energy from you. So your blessing is with arms wide open. Say aloud, I am the heart of creation and one with source. My dreams are birthing and I am worthy to receive them. What a great message for you. That's your blessing. So say that, say it out loud, because that's exactly what's happening with you. Your seeds are blooming and your dreams are birthing, and you are worthy to receive them, Annie. So what a perfect message for you. Just Archaea Patience is telling you to trust the process, that everything is working perfectly for you. And it most certainly is, darling. So there you have it. The angel has spoken. All right, we're going to go to Julie. You're seeing honeysuckle and bees. Yeah, I can see that. And what did Jean say? I think I answered the question rather than trying to see the card. I want people to see me as caring, blue, love, pink, and that you are all my children. Well, Jean, when you said what you were feeling, I got that was the answer to the question, that you are leaving a legacy for your children, that you are such a loving, caring, compassionate person. And you also want everybody to feel loved, to feel safe, to feel blessed. And we do by you. We certainly do. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Pat Moss, I just want memories for my grandchildren to pass on to their grandchildren. I love that for you. And I can see that for you as well, Pat Moss. And you had picked up intuitively bright blue purple pathway with white arrows. Well, I think those white arrows are the arrows of purity and love. I really think that's what you were seeing, is as you spread love to your grandchildren, and they're going to pass that along. It's in their DNA now. So they're going to have that as well. And I'd love for you, if you can, to come to that workshop Karen and I are going to do, because it's on clearing anything that's in our DNA from our past ancestry. All right, is Julie Kiss still with us? Let me just see before I pull a card for her. And we'll just do that because I know we've had some people drop off. So let me see if Julie is available to get a message. And then after Julie is Christine. So I don't know if Christine is still online or not. But Charlie, maybe you can help me answer that question. Oh, you're welcome, Pat. Okay, I'm not hearing from Julie. And I'm not hearing from Chris. So the next one is Auntie Jean. All right. Let's see what's going on with Auntie Jean. There's your card. Just jumped right out of there. Ooh, Archaea Freedom. Boy, do I love this message for you. Okay, thank you, Charlie. I'll take her off the list. Archaea Freedom, enliven your senses. Look at that energy. Well, from what you were telling me earlier, Jean, it's your senses that are in overdrive and picking up everybody that you're putting into the grid. You're pulling their energy into you. So I think enliven your senses has to do also with protecting your emotions, protecting your feelings and what's happening with the senses, but still being able to be of service and to really want the best for those that you're putting into the grid. And anytime that I pray for people or lift people up, I always say for their best and highest good and for the highest good of all, which includes the person that's doing the blessing. So I think this is a message for you. Let's see what she has to say. Freedom is always yours. You don't need to add or subtract anything to yourself to be free. You are enough. You are enough. And as you pray for people, as you do your service work, just know that you are enough. And what you're giving out, that's really something for you to just give and not try to take on anything as an outcome of what you're praying for. Release it. Once you give it into the grid, once you give it to God, release it, let it go, because it's not yours any longer. And what this card says is Archaea Freedom helps transform the collective stories of guilt, shame, and separation that are stored in our navel. So as you are playing with Archangel Freedom, she wants you to take her out into nature. So go sit with those fairies, go sit outside in that beautiful garden area that you created. And here's your blessing. I am the light within the dark. I am the solution to every problem. I choose to live life through a new lens, for I am free. I am freedom. You are freedom. You don't have to wish for it or want for it. You are freedom. Beautiful energy for a beautiful lady who is such a blessing to so many. All right, so Pat Moss, you're up next. And Jean, I hope you related to that and that Archaea Freedom was able to help you with a message today. Okay, I've only got a few more. Then we're going to do our Sunday Come to Meeting song, and we're going to get on with our day. So, Pat Moss. Ooh, I love this one. New Earth. New Earth for you, Pat Moss. Share your gifts. Exactly what you were just saying. Share your gifts. Your gift is love. Your gift is wanting others to feel it, to really know what love is. And you are helping those children. And I am so in awe that you are doing that, because the children are our future. And if we can show them what love looks like, if we can give them that sense of integrity and strength inside, then it'll be a whole different generation coming up. So your angel message, Pat, is share your gifts and talents as you align with your soul and spirit tribe. Co-create a bright new earth. Just what I was saying, you're co-creating something new coming in with your descendants. Those who are coming after you, they're going to remember you. Your whole thing with how you wanted to be remembered was for those grandchildren to see you. I was trying to scroll back and see what your words were, but I know it was for them to see you and to really know what it's like. You just want the memories for your grandchildren to pass on to their grandchildren. Exactly, to keep that line going. And yeah, so here's your blessing, Pat. I don't need to be a light for the world. I just need to be a light in the world to inspire positive change. And that's exactly what you do. You do inspire positive change. Thank you so much, Pat, for being here this afternoon. And we're going to Navriti. Is Navriti still hanging out with us? Crachetta, is she still around? So that I can give her beautiful message from the angels. And I just need to know if these people are here that are going to get a card. Tammy Fisk, are you still with us? And Catherine, I know you're here. I've got to sneeze again. Okay. Something there making me sneeze. Oh, you're so welcome, Pat. I hope that resonated with you, honey. And Kathy says, wow, Jean, you are a light. And Jean says, you're so right. I need to realize that it is between individuals and the divine. All I need to do is put them in the grid and take care of myself. I just love everyone so much. Thank you, angels. And thank you so much, Teri. You're so welcome, honey. And I know that about you. I know that when somebody's hurting, you hurt. When you feel somebody's energy is low, you want to do everything to lift them up, but you take on that low energy yourself to transmute it. So let's turn that around. This is a full moon. It's a cleansing time. So let that moon cleanse your energy and lift you to a higher vibration as you do your service. All right, I'm not hearing from anybody. Is anybody out there? Navriti, Tammy, Catherine, and Charles. So let me know if you're here. If you're here, I'll get that message to you. Catherine Kovacs, you're here. Let's do yours. Hey. Catherine, perspective. Perspective. Zoom out and relax. What an amazing image on this card. Zoom out and relax. It's all about perspective. You know, I have done astral traveling, and that's what I was reminded of when I saw this card, where we just stop paying attention to the distractions that are right around us. Stop looking at what's in the room and look beyond the room. So let's see what this angel has to say to you, Catherine. Always have fresh eyes. By staying in divine innocence, it's easier to zoom out of challenges and gain a higher perspective. So that's what you're being asked to do, Catherine, is not to stay stagnant, not to stay in that place where there may be some chaos and some turmoil, kind of like what I've been going through. So I think this message is for me as well. And your blessing is through fresh eyes. It's easy for me to relax and know that everything always works out for me. So when you're wrapped up in all the turmoil, you can't see it. But when you release all of that, release what's happening right in front of you, and just close your eyes and zoom out and go to a higher perspective with it. And I love this card for you. All right, Charles, and then we'll get to our Sunday song, and any prayers that you all have, go ahead and type if there's loved ones that are in need, or if you are in need of prayers, just type it in there and we'll put you right in the center. Okay, Charlie, this one jumped out, so it must be yours. Ooh, oh my gosh. I don't even want to give you this message, but I shall because they want you to have it. Archangel Barachiel, one of my absolute favorite angels. I know you're not supposed to have favorites, but I love his energy because when Barachiel comes around, I know he's bringing the coins. Barachiel is all about abundance. So what you got is live outside the lines. So there's Barachiel and his message for you: live outside the lines. So boundaries, sometimes we have to have those, but this is sharing with you to maybe think about things in a different way, see things differently. Charlie, I know you're doing A Course in Miracles as well, and it teaches us to just look, because not everything is as it seems, and the way we look at things is going to determine how we see it. Hi, Robin. Yes, I do, and I'll get to you next. So let's see, Charlie, what Barachiel has to say for you. Your angel message: you are brilliant and unique. How true is that? Okay. You are brilliant and unique. Celebrate the blessing that is you, Charlie. I know that you can be a goof. I know you can be really funny, but Barachiel is wanting you to see you. Look at yourself with different perspective. Look at yourself and see that beautiful spirit that lives inside of you. Treat every day as your birthday. All right, so your blessing is: the only validation I need is my own. The only validation I need is my own. I think that's a huge message for all of us right now. We don't need to people please. We don't need anything outside to tell us that we are beautiful or that we are gifted or whatever it is that we're wanting to hear. And I think that's a big message for you right now, Charlie. I think for you, it's tapping into your own validation. Yeah. Whenever something is coming to you, let it be your inside validation that says, yeah, you're spot on. You're right about that. Instead of always asking for others to validate that it's true. Go to the inside, go to your higher self. That's what they're wanting you to see. So again, the message is live outside the lines and celebrate the blessing that is you. And let Archangel Barachiel help you with whatever you're feeling, whatever your intuition is. Like I said, Barachiel a lot of times brings in the abundance that we so want and ask for. So connect in with Barachiel. He's a great angel to get to know. I used to have a little blessing of Barachiel. I'll see if I can find it for you. I had it written out, handwritten, and posted up on my refrigerator when I used to have a refrigerator. Okay. So let's see, Kathy's asking a prayer. Prayers of guidance and help for Bob and I to best handle this latest dilemma of Colin bringing Jess back into our home. Yeah, I think this message was for you as well, Kathy and Bob, to really feel inside for validation. Feel inside to your higher self and say, what am I supposed to do with this? And see what comes through and get the message and know that that's your message. And prayers for Catherine Kovac's mom. Yes, she's getting ready to go through surgery, and Michael's mom fell yesterday. And then prayers for you. We sure will, Catherine. All right, so let me do Robin's, and then we're going to get to the song and our prayers and get ourselves out of here for the day. So Robin Waters Dykes, it's so good to see you here for the afternoon tea. Let's see what we got going on for Robin. Oh, okay. Well, we're headed this direction. So Barachiel brought in a really good angel to work with you, the angel of abundance. Step into overflow. Surrounded by all those rainbows. I love this card. Step into your overflow, Robin. And I'm going to piggyback on that. Oh, I forgot to pull a card for me. I'll just share yours. Step into your overflow. Believe in the abundance that's flowing your way. Open your arms and your mind and your heart to receive. So it's time for you to receive. It's time for all of us to receive. Prosperity is everywhere. It's the ability to find, organize, and use the resources we need to fulfill our highest destiny. I say that all the time. So yeah, I think this card is definitely meant for me as well. All right, so your blessing is within my world. There's an overflow of love and abundance for everyone to enjoy. So think about that, what your blessing statement is, and know in your heart that it's real. Know it's true, that there is an overflow. And when we take from the overflow of our love, we still have plenty. So it's the same thing with money, anything else that you have that's abundance. When you take from the overflow, then you're not depleted. You're not left with nothing. So that's what they want you to start thinking about, is step into the overflow. And I hope that resonates with you. All right, I am going to go find the song that we play every Sunday. Do a share. Okay, got to pull it up first. And as the song plays, just remember all the ones who have asked for prayers, whether for yourself or your loved ones or both. And Robin, you're nodding back at me, working on me. Thank you for sharing. Oh, you're so welcome, honey. I'm so glad you understand that message. All right, let's go to the water. So while it's playing, it's only a couple minutes. Just really feel into your heart and feel that love that's there and share it. Share it with anyone who's on our prayer list, anyone who needs to be uplifted today. I'm not hearing it. Oh, there it goes.
Come to the water where you will find peace. Take a step into the river. Get down on your knees. Come to the mountain while taking in the view. You will find that life is greater than you knew. When you go through the storm, I will hold you, keep you warm. When you stay in the night, I will shelter, I will fight, I will fight. You're broken and you're shattered at the point of no return. You pick up the pieces and you let the bridges burn. So come to the water, you're sailing with the breeze. Take a step into the river where you will find peace. When you go through the storm, I will hold you, keep you warm. When you stay in the night, I will shelter, I will fight. Oh yeah, I will fight. When you go through the storm, I will hold you, keep you warm. When you stay in the night, I will shelter, I will fight, I will fight. I will fight. So come to the water where you will find peace. Take a step into the river and get down on your knees.
Come to the water where everyone, everywhere, is valued, seen, and treated equally and just. Where the mind is without fear and and the head is held high. Come to the water where peace is freedom from fear, the truth that aligns us with our higher self, the lightness of being at oneness with existence, flowing with the highest frequencies of the universe, the freedom of being in grace, joy, and harmony with life, where peace, like a river, is following its natural flow, and we allow it to happen without interference, where we accept the energy of love. Come to the water. Come, find peace. To the water, which is what you did today. And thank you for doing so. Thank you for being here with us. It's always a beautiful time when we gather the peas together. So I hope you all have a blessed rest of your day or your night. Wherever you are, stay in your hearts and stay blessed. And I'll see you tomorrow morning for Morning Cuppa. And those of you who are studying Course in Miracles, I will see you tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern. So much love to all of you. Bye, everyone.